guys, welcome to Fans Club on Astra TV. I'm your host, Vito Bryan. Well, as the name implies, it's a show practically for the fans to engage their favorite celebrities, entertainer, movie star, or even artists on the show as they interact, get inspired, and also play games with them. The show also makes it time to head into the streets to feel the pulse and get opinion from fans on the streets. Well, before we begin on this week's episode of the show, permit us to hit the brakes. While we're on this break, kindly follow us on Instagram at Astra TV Official and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Astra TV Africa. We'll be right back after this time out. Stay with us. Well, thanks for staying with us on the show Fans Club. I'm Vito Bryan, your host, and every week we have a special celebrity lined up to grace the show with a chance for one lucky fan to be a part of the show. But first up is our first segment on the show, and it's the segment called Sense or No Sense. So let me explain this to you. The usually topics on the show, opinions you have to share about our topic for today. And our question today is off the back of the recently concluded Oscars 2022, where there's been a lot of drama following Will Smith's action. So does it make sense that Will Smith slapped comedian Chris Rock for pulling a joke about his wife Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss? Sense or no sense? Well, if you say it makes sense to you, back it up with your reason, and if it does not make no sense, feel free to share why. Or you can do so by hitting us up on our social media platform on Instagram or on YouTube at Astra TV Africa. One thing is, it seems like it's slapping season now. Before Will Smith did his own here in Nigeria, we said someone yankered somebody. But before we talk more on that and I tell you my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gentle girls, do well to make welcome our ace actor, one of Nollywood's finest. One thing I admire about him is before he went into Nollywood, he was first in the corporate world as a banker, but he chose to pursue his passion. Ladies and gentlemen, the man has been an AMR nominee and also an AMVC nominee for the category of Best Actor. Ladies and gentlemen, he needs no further introduction. Please make welcome one of our finest boy in Nollywood. The one and only Mike Ezeonu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Was you too soft? Thank you.
You soft about
I think I should go.
Thank you.
Well, then you have your star celebrity for the week. You guys clamored for him, you sent in your nominations, and we did make sure Astra TV served you Mike on the show. So Mike, before we talk about Nollywood and your career, fresh off our opinion question for today, we watched the Oscars Awards. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So sense or no sense, Will Smith's action?
Well, I'm a Will Smith fan and I'm a Chris Rock fan too. So I'm just stuck in between. For me, I'll come from an angle of it's a lesson because you can, within the sphere of doing your job as an MC, you have to know where to draw the line between, making jokes and, of course, hitting personal angles. And I think Will Smith's emotions cut over here. So, in other words, I'll just say I fought both ways, knowing that kind of events. He's only human, he shouldn't have. And Chris Rock shouldn't have as well.
But I see Mike standing in as what PDD did. PDD just walked up and did exactly what Mike did at the show. A lot of people have also commended actor Denzel Washington for actually pulling Will to the side. And he said something remarkable. He said, The devil always comes for you at the highest point in your life.
Of course. It's only natural. I would say it's only natural. Even in every endeavor, as you ascend, there you meet, more obstacles, more challenges.
But has there ever been that point in your career where you had to brace yourself back from having to take any drastic action?
Oh yeah, lots of times. Imagine you're at a wedding and you come in there and somebody, the fan is so overly excited and comes there and gets your hat off. Or, I've been slapped before by an old lady who got mad by what I did to the movie. Yeah, and today the old lady is devoid of even education. This is somebody who's a professor, and this person is my friend till today. Anytime I go to the UK, I go to see her. So these things happen, and I've been punched by a guy before, a fan, because of what we do, how people take these things very personally. And I didn't react. Our comedians do that a lot too. It's not just a joke. It's an angle they joke with, or when they see you right in front. So these things, you just have to know that, look, you're in the public eye, it's a cross you carry, and there's certain do's you don't have to just don'ts you don't have to do.
I'm thinking right now we have to have a special episode on the show where we do anger management classes with Mike 101.
Well, trust me, we're all humans at the same time, but it's not just an easy. It's just an easy.
All right, let's talk about you before we meet our fan of the week. The transition from having to leave a corporate space where you had training in the banking sector and then now venture into Nollywood. How did that happen and what informed that choice?
Well, growing up, I didn't love for TV as a kid. First of all, NTA and the Amata dynasty. Cheta Amata was a very good friend. Luke Amata, his uncle, was like our stage coach. So I've always had things to do with TV. But I think I'm the kind of Cinderella story in this industry. And just a little, if I can just throw in a little spec, moving from the corporate world to entertainment as a grad. I was on holidays and I was transiting from a bank to an oil company where I worked, a shipping company rather, what do you call it, business, a shipping company. And then my company was moving to Tanzania. So I, went abroad just to, let me think this through. And on coming back, I met my stage coach on the very day I came back. And he said at the filling station, and I hadn't seen him in years, and he was like, there's this thing called Nollywood. So of course I know Nollywood. He said, I want you, one of my best students on stage. I want you in Nollywood. And I was like, I was a corporate person now. But then, he forced me. I came in, and I never went back.
Now looking back, do you actually have any regrets, or is it more of
no regrets?
Testimonies?
No regrets, more of testimonies, no regrets at all, no regrets. I just feel like this is a segment of my life God wanted me to be, and I think I expressed myself a whole lot more. And I'll say the merits outweigh the demerits, you understand me? So it's been all about goodwill more, develop whatever that goes on behind, but goodwill more, and I'm really grateful to God I'm on this side of the divide.
Well, we've seen your career blossom in the Nigerian space, getting an AMVC nomination, getting an AMA nomination.
I've got several of that.
Yeah, so another AMVC.
I think that's the only award I've not won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Another AMVC is around the corner.
Leonardo DiCaprio of that. I think it's 6 nominations.
So I'm looking at you breaking your dog soon.
Well,
this AMVC or the next?
This AMVC, I don't know. I didn't submit any film. The one I submitted, they said it wasn't aired yet because I have I'm also a director, so I have a prison series I shot in London, in Nigeria. So that will be for next year.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with a very dazzling CV and years of experience in Nollywood, you can know why fans clamor to have a chance to sit with this man one-on-one on set. This week, a special fan has been chosen, and he'll be gracing the show shortly. Well, thanks for making out time to always be part of the program. We appreciate you right here on the Fans Club. Remember to stay subscribed to our YouTube channel at Astro TV Africa, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Astro TV Official. I'm still here with one of our own, Nollywood's finest, Mike Ezronye. But this is the time we have the drum rolls coming in as the special fan of the week who gets a chance to sit one-on-one with Mike, play games and interact with him, graces the show. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, drum rolls as we welcome Daniel.
What's up, man?
I wanted to scream, but my village people, they were saying, why is this one acting like a man? It's very nice to see that. I'm good, yeah.
Well, what's the feeling like? Help us explain that feeling to have watched someone and followed this journey on screen, to have a chance to sit one-on-one with him.
It's actually not explainable. Like, a lot of people wish for this kind of moment. Sit down with my favorite artist, but it doesn't come to pass. But here am I. I just feel like shouting, but I don't want to shout.
Congratulations to you. From the million of entries we had, yours was chosen.
Thank you.
So now it's 2 minutes. I'll be asking the questions. Your time to ask him whatever question you have in your mind. You can find out from him. He's sitting next to you.
2 minutes. It's 2 minutes enough. But I will try and manage it. I've always loved Mike. I started watching this movie when it started, actually 2005. And the feeling of Mike, always been looking for opportunity to meet him. So I had an opportunity once. I chickened out. I went on the set. I talked to the PM. I said, I want to see Mike. He said, that's Mike. I said, you know this celebrity and they do, go fuck me up now. I get on my own. So that was then. When I was picked and I was called, I was like, wow. So this is actually real. I'm going to meet Mike. I woke up early this morning, 5 a.m., finished betting, dress up, charge my phone, and I am here.
How many outfits did you change?
My mirror will tell you that. So by 6, I was already on the road. I want to meet Mike and I charged my phone. Please, I need pictures. My village people, they will hear today. I don't make up, like I don't blow. It's actually good to see you. Okay.
So now, hold on. Let me just slow you down. I can see there's much of the
Yeah,
excitement. I'll ask you one thing because some fans these days, like we've seen on social media, find it hard to curb the excitement. We've seen people slap their favorites. People, actually even grope them, molest them on stage, all in the name of fan love. What do you think of this research? What will you say about it?
I think I've actually come across an issue that happened some days ago about I won't mention it. There are sometimes you get to meet your artist and you are overexcited. You don't even know how to control it. The feelings, you can't explain it. So at that moment, there are things that may happen which you don't know. But I believe it's in the part of the artist to know that these people are people that always been wishing to see them. So no matter what, you should be able to control yourself. No matter what the fans do, they are just like a customer. They will say customers are always right.
Okay. But I like to defend this. I like to defend my colleagues in this one. You see, sometimes because of things like this, I was just saying, I have been punched before. My hat has been removed at a wedding reception by a lady who was carrying a kid. Some of my colleagues have been chased out of supermarkets and places because maybe peradventure they did movies where they got somebody's husband and stuff like that, maybe propaganda they've heard. And then sometimes, I'll just say this publicly here. So when you see some of the celebrities you see, or people in the know, like I like to call them, and they have a straight face, sometimes they're scared of these issues. And that's why they put up a face so you don't come close to them. But if you get too close to them, they actually joke a lot, they play a lot, but because they've had all this experience, if you open their phones, you'll be shocked at what kind of ugly messages you see. Of course, you have nice ones, but so they're always like on guard every time. So forgive some of us, I didn't say I'm one of them.
Well, before we get back to the chit chat, words of wisdom from Mike right there. You need to know that people in the know, like he says, are also human. They have emotions, and most times the roles they play in movies are just make believe on screen. That's not who they really are. At least get a chance to meet them before you judge them. Well, moving on to our next interactive package we've built up for you. It's something I know most of you probably haven't tried on the show before. Well, fans of the show know we play games with our celebrity and the fan of the week. Well, this week on the show, it's a simple game called the Tongue Twister. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. Tongue Twister.
I'm not familiar with this one.
Okay, there's always the first time to everything. So this week on the show, our Tongue Twister is made up of a phrase, and the phrase is, she sees cheese. Take for instance, a lady you like sees cheese. People have different reactions to things they like, and she has a craving for cheese. But now you're expected to say this catchphrase 5 times in 5 seconds. As fast as you can, and if you can do it 5 times in 5 seconds, you win. So we'll allow maybe you, Mike, or Daniel to go first. Well, the
Mike
phrase
goes first before Daniel.
okay, whichever way. But the phrase is, she sees cheese.
Wow. Okay.
Mike, you think you can do it?
I'll try.
Daniel, can you do it? 5 times in 5 seconds. Who wants to go first? Who wants to man up and go first?
I'll go first. Let me give you the game. Now.
Okay, time starts now.
She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese.
Mike, that's too slow. You could do better.
That's it
I
now.
think you can do better. 5 seconds
Why
already.
you stop my flow?
You didn't even do it 3 times in 5 seconds. You have 5 seconds to do that 5 times. All I think is. Okay, so let's start the timer again.
5 seconds is quite short.
Yes, it is. That's why you have to be fast too. You can use your fingers to also guide you.
That would distract.
Alright, let's go.
She sees cheese. 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 That's the best I could do.
So rate Mike in the comments. Let us know what was his performance on a scale of 0 to 10. What would you score Mike for his performance? And now for the fan of the week, Daniel, it's your turn to go. Time starts. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now.
She sees cheese, 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 she sees cheese. That was what
Slow
it
motion.
I must thank you once again for making that time to be on the show. Thank you to Daniel for also gracing the show. And thank you to you for also being a part of the fan club. Look forward to our next episode right here on Astro TV by staying subscribed to our YouTube channel at Astro TV Africa and follow us on Instagram at Astro TV Official. My name is Vito Brian, wishing you the best of your week. Remember to send in your submissions. You too could be the next fan of the week. Have a great week and stay blessed.
She says cheese.